ॐ वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां विषये भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ। You can repeat after me. You can refer the text what you have. एवं पिंड ब्रह्मांडयोः ऐक्यं संभूतम् स्थूल शरीराभिमानी जीवनामकं ब्रह्म प्रतिबिंबं भवति।
शरीराभिमानी जीवनामकं ब्रह्म प्रतिबिंबं भवति।
स एव जीवः प्रकृत्या स्वस्मादीश्वरं भिन्नत्वेन जानाति।
स एव जीवः प्रकृत्या स्वस्मादीश्वरं भिन्नत्वेन जानाति।
अविद्या उपाधिस्सन्नात्मा जीवः इति उच्यते।
अविद्योपाधिसन्नात्मा जीवः इत्युच्यते।
माया उपाधिसन्नात्मा ईश्वरः इति उच्यते।
माया उपाधिसन्नात्मा ईश्वरः इत्युच्यते।
एवम् उपाधिभेदात् जीवेश्वरभेददृष्टिः यावत्पर्यन्तं तिष्ठति तावत्पर्यन्तं जन्म मरणादिरूपसंसारः न निवर्तते।
एवं उपाधिभेदात् जीवेश्वरभेददृष्टेः यावत्पर्यन्तं तिष्ठति तावत्पर्यन्तं जन्म मरणादिरूप संसारो न निवर्तते।
तस्मात् कारणात् न जीवेश्वरयोः भेदबुद्धिः स्वीकार्या।
तस्मात् कारणात् न जीवेश्वरयोः स्वीकार्या।
ननु साहंकारस्य किञ्चिज्ञस्य जीवस्य निरहंकारस्य सर्वज्ञस्य ईश्वरस्य तत्त्वमसीति महावाक्यात् कथम् अभेदबुद्धिः स्यात् उभयोः विरुद्धधर्माक्रान्तत्वात् इति चेत्।
ननु साहंकारस्य किञ्चिज्ञस्य जीवस्य निरहंकारस्य सर्वज्ञस्य तत्त्वमसीति महावाक्यं कथम् अभेदबुद्धिः स्यात्। उभयोर्विरुद्ध धर्मक्रान्तत्वादिति चेन्न
न स्थूलसूक्ष्मशरीर अभिमानित्वं पदवाच्यार्थः
स्थूलसूक्ष्मशरीराभिमानी त्वं पदवाच्यार्थः
उपाधिविनिर्मुक्तं समाधिदशासम्पन्नं शुद्धं चैतन्यं त्वं पदलक्ष्यार्थः
उपाधिविनिर्मुक्तं समाधिदशासम्पन्नं शुद्धचैतन्यं पदलक्ष्यार्थः
एवं सर्वज्ञत्वादिविशिष्टः ईश्वरः तत्पदवाच्यार्थः
एवं सर्वज्ञत्वादिविशिष्टः तत्पदवाच्यार्थः
उपाधिशून्यं शुद्धचैतन्यं तत्पदलक्ष्यार्थः
उपाधिशून्यं शुद्धचैतन्यं तत्पदलक्ष्यार्थः
एवं च जीवेश्वरयोः चैतन्यरूपेणाभेदे बाधकाभावः
एवं च जीवेश्वरयोः चैतन्यरूपेण भेदे बाधकाभावः.
Okay. Now you can mute your mic. So this was the last sentence we were seeing in the previous class. Evam cha jiva ishvarayoho chaitanya rupena abhede bhadaka abhavaha. Jiveshvarayoho abhedaha. There is clear non-difference between Jiva and Ishvara. Chaitanya rupena abhedaha. There is no non-difference. There is no difference with regard to Jiva and Ishvara being Chaitanyam. There is no difference. This was a sentence they were looking at. In the Mahavakyam, Tattvam Asi, we saw that Tvam Pada Lakshyartha is Shuddha Chaitanyam, and Tatpada Lakshyartha is also Shuddha Chaitanyam. We cannot take the Vachyartha. So we have to take the Lakshyartha. Because through Vachyartha there is no Aikyam. There is no Abheda. Only through Lakshyartha there is Abhedam. Therefore, Chaitanya Rupena Abhedaha Jiveshvarayogo. Therefore, Abheda is possible only in terms of Chaitanyam, and therefore Aikyam, oneness between Jiva and Ishvara. So when you understand the Mahavakyam by Vichara, between sufficient Vichara, then there is no possibility of negating the non-difference. So, Abhedaha, Bhadaka, Abhavaha, double negatives are there. Abhedaha, Abhedaha, non-difference. Bhadaka, Abhavaha, absence of negation. Bhadaka, Bhavaha. What does Bhadaka, Bhavaha mean? It means absence of negation. Negation of what? Negation of Abheda. Negation of non-difference. Absence of the negation of non-difference. What does it mean? It means the differences between Jiva and Ishvara cannot be established. From the standpoint of Chaitanyam, there is Aikyam, oneness between Jiva and Ishvara, and therefore there is Bhadaka Abhavaka, absence of any factor or any reason that can negate the identity between Jiva and Ishvara. Bhadaka, in general, it means any factor or any reason that can negate the previous contention, the previous reason, position. That's what Bhadaka means. Bhadaka is that which negates. For example, if you mistake a rope for a snake, In the semi-darkness, there is a possibility you can mistake a rope for a snake. Then, in the wake of rope knowledge, once you bring light and see that it is a snake, so in the wake of rope knowledge, the snake is negated. The rope knowledge, Rajju Jnanam, Rajju Vritti, Rajju means rope. The rope knowledge is Badaka. The wake of knowledge, snake knowledge, Sarpajnanam goes away. The snake is called Badita, negated. Once the rope Jnanam comes, the snake is Badita. It goes away. Sometimes what you negate may not go, it will be there. But in your understanding, it goes away. Like we all once believed that the sun rises in the eastern sky. Sun rises in the east. And later it was proved scientifically and we realized that the sun never rises. Sun never rises and never sets. It is only the revolution of the earth around the sun. It makes as though the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. And therefore, this knowledge, it has negated the previous wrong conclusion what we had. The sun rises in the sky. Though we see it, but we know the sun never rises. We continue to see the rays of the sun in the eastern sky every morning. Our perception that the sun rises in the eastern sky always remains true. But because of the knowledge, now the conclusion that the sun rises in the east is negated. That conclusion is called Badita, negated. Similarly, we see the blue sky. But really speaking, the sky is colorless. You know the sky appears blue because of the dispersion of light. Therefore, the color of the sky is blue is Badita. It is negated. Though we see the blue color, but still it is Badita. Because it is Badita, in this case, the blueness of the sky doesn't go away. It remains there. It is Badita. It is Badita, okay. But it doesn't mean that sky will stop appearing blue. It doesn't mean the sun will stop appearing in the east. But in your understanding, in your cognition, it is very clear that the blueness of the sky or the sun rising in the east is Badita. Because the sky appears blue, there could be a negating factor to say that sky is blue. Similarly, the same way, the oneness between Jiva and Ishvara can be questioned, can be doubted as there are certain conclusions about the dharmas, the attributes of Jiva and Ishvara. Therefore, the doubt comes because the certain differences are so obvious, like Jiva as Alpagyatvam, Jiva as Alpashaktimatvam, Alpavyaptivatvam, whereas Ishvara as Sarvagyatvam, Sarvashaktivatvam is omnipresent, all powerful, Sarvavyaptivatvam is all pervasive. So these wrong conclusions, these attributes, Viruddha Dharma, that becomes a basis for our wrong conclusions. To consider that Jiva and Ishvara are different. So these wrong conclusions were standing between. It was standing against me being one with Ishvara, because they were all based on taking the upadhi as real. Because the upadhi is taken as real, therefore there is a difference between me and the Ishvara. And Chaitanyam is free from upadhi dharma. Chaitanyam, it is free from upadhi dharmas. Chaitanyam doesn't partake any of the dharma of the upadhi. Therefore, If you say, I am mortal, I am limited, I am insecure, I am unhappy, all these are your conclusions. But your conclusions are not opposed to Chaitanyam. They are not opposed to consciousness. Therefore, consciousness will not oppose saying that you are not. It will not. It is not going to fight with you. Clay will never quarrel with pot if the pot claims itself to be limited, because clay is not opposed to anything which happens to the pot. In spite of anything happening to the pot, clay will continue to be there as it is, as it was before. Is going to continue. Similarly, the blueness of the sky is the upati. You say the sky is blue, but the sky will not oppose it. It will not quarrel with you. Your conclusion is based on the upadi, and the upadi doesn't affect the sky. The sky is not opposed to the blueness upadi. The clay is not opposed to the pot upadi. Similarly, consciousness also, it is not opposed to the upadi dharma. If you say that you are alpajnaha, then you are alpajnaha. It is the quality of the upadi. You cannot change the upadi dharma. Only you have to understand that it is upadi. Like you cognitively dismiss the color of the sky. Like you cognitively dismiss the sun rising in the east. So too, you have to dismiss the wrong conclusions about yourself based on upadi. Only the upadi makes it feel that the sky is blue in color. The sun rises in the east. Only upadi makes it you to see that, to come to the conclusion. Therefore, once you get the knowledge, what happens is all the wrong conclusion goes away. So you have to knock off the ajnanam, ignorance. Once wrong conclusions are all gone, then you understand that you are Shuddha Chaitanyam. Jiva is Shuddha Chaitanyam. I am Shuddha Chaitanyam, pure consciousness. Though Upadi may be there, but still I am Shuddha Chaitanyam. In spite of being what it is, Upadi being what it is, and Chaitanyam being what it is, I am Shuddha Chaitanyam. You identify with the Chaitanyam, not with Upadi Dharma. Because that is what your Swarupam is. And Ishvara is also Shuddha Chaitanyam. And therefore, between Jiva and Ishvara, Jiveshvara being Shuddha Chaitanyam, there is Badaka Abhavaha. There is absence of negation, absence of any more the conclusions, wrong conclusions, which can negate the aikyam of Jiva and Ishvara. The difference between Jiva and Ishvara being due to Upadi Bheda, the difference in Upadi being Vidya, Upadi Bheda is also Vidya. So Vidya being what it is not going to affect the Swarupa of Jiva and Ishvara. They are Aikyam, they have oneness in terms of being the Chaitanya. Once there was a Maharaja. The Raja was a Maharaja, and he was a great supporter of Brahma Vidya. He used to support all the religious scholars, religious people. He was so much interested in hearing the lectures of the religious scholars. So he had appointed one person to teach him Vedanta daily. That person was a great teacher of Advaita Vedanta. So he taught that person, Maharaja, Vedanta every day, and he explained the meaning of Mahavakya. Mahavakya is Atma Tattvam Asi. So you have to read together. Atma Tattvam Asi. Atma plus Tat plus Tvam plus Asi. If you do all the, join all the words. Atma Tvam, Atma Tattvam Asi. Atma Tat. Atma plus Atma Tat. So it means You are Brahman, you are Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahman. Everything else is Vidya. This is what it means, the Mahavadi. There was another teacher who was Dvaitin. He also used to come daily to the Maharaja and was taking classes on the same topic. But he explained Atma Atatvam Vasi. Atma Tat. Atma Tat, when it is joined together based on Sandhi rules, when you split, you can split like this also. Atma plus Tat becomes Atma Tat, or Atma plus Atat also Atma Tat. That is Dirgha Sandhi. So he was teaching Atma Atatvam Vasi. That is, you are not Ishvara. That was the teaching of Dvaita teacher. And Raja, being a great man, was so kind, and he was impartial to both the teacher, both the Dvaita and the Advaita teacher. So the Advaita teacher was teaching, you are not that. You are Jiva. You can never be Ishvara. Atat Tvam Asi. That's what his teaching is. To teach that you are not that, you don't need a teaching at all. Because that is what our perception is. Therefore, the very sentence, Mahavakya, Atma Atat Tvam Asi, doesn't itself permit the meaning. But somehow it manages to give that meaning, you are not that. So Raja, being a person who has respect for both the teachers, he would listen to the Advaita teacher also. And since Advaita teacher, he teaches that you are always Ananda Swarupa, you are full and complete, you are Purnaha, you are limitless. So it was all nice to hear. And Raja, therefore, he was more alive to the teaching of Advaita teacher. So when Dvaita teacher, the teaching being Dvaita is called Dvaita teacher, Dvaita Guru. When the Dvaita Guru says, you have a lot of papas, so therefore you have to take Bhagavan's grace. Without Bhagavan's grace, you won't be able to make Kunta, you won't be able to go near the Lord. Going to Vaikuntha is moksha, and if you don't gain enough punya and if you nullify all the papas, then nothing will happen. So therefore you should do this, you should do that. So he will prescribe all types of bhakti. So that all these things will remove the papas. And ultimately you are not that. That is the teaching. So when the Dvaita Guru teaches such things, then naturally there is no ruchi in that, and Maharaja, he goes to sleep. And there was another person who always used to attend the class with the Maharaja. So therefore Raja will not go alone. And this person also comes and sits with the Raja. And this person was watching Raja. During the Dvaita teaching, Raja goes to sleep. Whereas the Advaita teaching, Raja was very much alive. And this person, he went to the Dvaita Guru and told that Raja is more attentive in the Advaita class rather than in the Dvaita class. And this Dvaita Guru, he was a great scholar, yes. Read many texts, many things. So therefore, and he was upset also. So however, he knew that Maharaja would not understand the Advaita also. So therefore, so he was thinking like that. And it just went on for some time. And one day, this Maharaja, he was going to another part of the kingdom. So he was passing through a forest. He was carrying his entire retinue, and both the teachers were also present with him, Advaita Guru and the Dvaita Guru. And as they were walking, then they sighted a wild elephant. The elephant was very wild, and it was, that it was the Advaita Guru who first saw the wild elephant. So the moment he saw the wild elephant, the Advaita Guru said, "There is elephant." He shouted, "There is elephant," and started running. When he ran, everybody started running. And Raja also came to his camp and returned to the palace the very next day. So then, the next day, the Advaita Guru, he came to the Raja and told Raja, did you see yesterday what happened? What happened? Did you see the elephant? Yes, I saw the elephant. It was very wild. No, no, did you see the Advaita Guru who was first person to run? Yeah, I saw. But Raja didn't understand the implication. He said, oh, yeah, I saw. He was the first person to say run, run. And it was good because he informed. Otherwise, we would have been caught by the elephant. Then the Dvaita Guru said, what good? He saw the Mithya elephant and ran like hell. Why should he run? He says it is Mithya and he runs for the elephant, runs for Mithya elephant. Then Raja was angry. Yeah, he has been telling that everything is Mithya and still he runs. Call him, he said. Then the Advaita Guru came. Then the king asked the Advaita Guru, Maharaji, did you see the elephant first? Yes, I saw. Did you run? Yes, I ran. Did you say that the elephant is Mithya? Yes, I said. Then why did you run? Then the Raja told, oh, Raja, that is a wild elephant. That is why I have to run. Otherwise, it will get you. Therefore, I have to run. But that is only a Mithya elephant. Yes, Maharaj. Did he say that my running is also Satyam? Atma is Akanda. Atma is Purnaha. It never runs. So all my running is also within the Atma only. I never ran. Atma is Akarta. Atma is Akarta Abhokta. So I ran as though elephant. So this was his argument. They say, no, Daniki Dini Saipointi. So in the same way, for the Mithya elephant, there was Mithya running. So this is how we have to encounter the arguments of the Dvaita, who see the difference between the Jiva and Ishvara. Mithya being what it is, it has the empirical reality. So therefore, when you see the elephant, you have to run. When you argue that elephant is Mithya, then everything is Mithya. My running is also Mithya. But doesn't shake the Abheda, that non-difference in your cognition. That vision of there is no difference in spite of the seeming difference in the empirical world. It doesn't change the vision of the oneness between Jiva and Ishvara. And that is what is Advaita. And that is generally people think that Advaita means everything become one. Everything will condense into one big mass one. It's not like that. We accept the difference in the empirical reality. Vyavaharika satta, Vyavaharika satyam. But Paramarthika drishtya, there is Abheda. The difference is we appreciate in the Vyavahara. Otherwise, there won't be any Vyavahara possible. Even for a Jnani, there won't be any Vyavahara possible. But in his vision, in his drishti, he knows the non-difference. So Abheda is in the vision. Nitya being what it is, still there is Abheda. Therefore, this Abheda, this Advaita as a last word in last word of Vedanta. Therefore, there is no Badaka. There are no negations. There is nothing that can stop Abheda, Advaita. So, one can advance no more argument to prove that there is non-difference. That is the teaching. So, the knowledge, the jnanam gained by the Mahavakyam, it remains untouched, remains unnegated, abhadita by anything. There can be error or doubt with regard to the knowledge revealed by the Mahavakyam, but errors can be rectified. The doubts can be clarified and cleared. And Aikyam being a fact, all the errors and all the doubts can be removed and it should be removed. So this is the fact. Therefore, knowledge is opposed to ignorance. That is a fact. On the rise of knowledge, ignorance goes away. That is a fact. On the rise of rope knowledge, snake knowledge goes away. That which you mistook for the snake is nothing but a rope. The semi-doctors mistook a rope for the snake. Then you brought the torchlight and it was brought to light that it is rope, not a snake. So the snake was negated, badita. Cognitively it is badita. It is not there, but still you add the apprehension it was a snake, and by the torchlight the apprehension of snake goes away. It was badita cognitively, and you ascertain the rope. So ayam rajjuhu na sarpaha, that is a knowledge, and this knowledge removes the error, the mistake what you commit, and therefore it removes the fear. So that the knowledge was there. The knowledge was time being covered by your ignorance. You thought it was a snake, but when it is made clear by the light, both the light internal as well as external, then the rope revelation took place. Therefore, the knowledge only removes ajnana. The vision of Advaita, that only removes samsara. Therefore, aham brahmasmi is the unshakable fact, satyam. And you cannot further improve on this. This is the fact. In fact, there is only one thing which cannot be improved. What is that? That is Brahman. Aham Brahma. That cannot be improved upon. That is the final say of Vedanta. Therefore, what cannot be negated is Brahman. It is myself. It is me. Bhadata abhavaha. That is knowledge. So this was the teaching of this Grantha, Tattvabodha. With this, really speaking, the author has concluded the teaching. This is the topic of the book, and this author has completed. And the author has presented the teaching very cogently, very clearly, has presented the teaching. All the Grantha teaches the same thing. Some of the Grantha uses different prakriyas, different methods, which elaborate on the teaching. So now, after the teaching has been given, so once that teaching is received, then every teaching or every Grantha must say the palam, the result. Even when you chant any stotam, always palashruti will be there. Similarly, after the teaching here also, the author then he talks about the result of this knowledge, jnana pala, the benefit of this knowledge, Advaita jnana, that the author talks about. That is the next vakya. I will read, you can repeat after me. Evam cha Vedanta vakyaihi
एवं च वेदान्तवाक्यैः
Sadguru Upadeshena cha
सद्गुरूपदेशेन च
Sarveshu api bhuteshu
सर्वेषु अपि भूतेषु
Yesham Brahma Buddhihi Utpannate
येषां ब्रह्म बुद्धिः उत्पन्नाते
Jivan Muktaha Bhavanti.
जीवन्मुक्ताः भवन्ति.
This is the Jnanapalam. Evam cha Vedanta Vakyaihi Sadguru Upadeshena cha Sarveshu api bhuteshu Yesham Brahma Buddhihi Utpanna Te Jivan Muktaha Bhavanti. Te Jivan Muktaha Bhavanti. They become Jivan Mukta. Who? Those in whom this knowledge takes place, they become Jivan Muktaha. Through the knowledge gained by the Vakyas of the Vedanta as revealed by the Sadguru, they become Jivan Muktaha. Te Jivan Muktaha Bhavanti. Sarveshu Bhuteshu. Sarveshu Bhuteshu, it is Saptami, Vishay Saptami, with reference to all beings and things. Evam, in this manner, Yesham Brahma Buddhihi Utpanna. Utpanna means born, Utpanna. What is born? What is Utpanna? Knowledge of Brahman. Brahma Buddhi. Brahma Agam iti Buddhi. Brahma Buddhi. Brahman is not different from me. It is myself. It is me. So, Brahma Agam iti Buddhi. Brahma Buddhi. Yesham Brahma Buddhi Utpanna. Te. Buddhi means knowledge, the cognition. So the knowledge is that I am Brahman. Agam Brahma eva iti buddhihi Brahma buddhihi utpanna yesham te jivan muktaha bhavanti. The one in whom this knowledge, what knowledge? Agam Brahma eva iti buddhihi utpanna. Jagat karanam Brahma agamasmi. Yesham buddhihi utpanna. This knowledge which is born in whom they become liberated. They become jivan muktaha. There is only one Brahman with reference to all beings. With reference to all bodies, all minds, all beings, there is only one Atma. That Atma is Brahma. That is Satyam. Everything else is Vidya. In fact, there is no everything. There is no other thing than Brahman. Everything being Brahman, how can there be anything other than Brahman? So other things and beings, they are all Mithya. So they don't exist apart from Brahman. Therefore, there is not Brahman and other things. Everything is Brahman. What is Brahman? And that includes me also. So I am Brahman. Aham Brahman. So anything other than me which exists in the form of Nama, Rupa, Jagat, it is Brahman. Because there is a perception of difference, therefore, you say everything is Brahma. Other than me, that exists, that is also Brahma, we say. Since both being Brahma, that is myself and Ishvara being Brahman, there is oneness, Aikyam. And this Aikyam, this oneness, it cannot be produced by any karma, any action. This is a fact. This is a fact, and therefore it has to be gained by jnana, knowledge. Therefore, buddhi is important. That's why the word buddhihi, it is there. Brahma buddhihi. Sarvam Brahma iti buddhihi. All that is here is only Brahman. And when you say all, that includes me also. If the gata takes itself to be gata, then the gata is in problem. It is in samsara. The gatam, it becomes limited when it takes itself to be a gatam. But if it takes itself to be a mrit, clay, then there is no problem. Then the clay can very well say, Sarveshu Mrit Prindeshu, with reference to all beings made of clay, I am there. There is Mrit Buddhi for the pot. For the pot, there is Mrit Buddhi. Everything is made of clay and I am also made of clay. So that Mrit Buddhi liberates the pot. So with reference to all ornaments, Sarveshu Abharaneshu, there should be Swarna Buddhi. For Swarna Buddhi for the bangle. The bangle should consider that with reference to all ornaments which are made of gold, I am also gold. Therefore, that Swarna Buddhi liberates the bangle from being a bandha. Then it is free from limitation. So, in all forms of the earthenware, what exists, I only exist. That clay should say. In all forms of ornaments, I only exist. Gold should say. And similarly, in all names and forms, I alone exist as Brahman. Who should say? I should say. That is, then you become a Jivan Mukta. So therefore, those who have this Brahma Buddhi, those who have no doubt that Atma is Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma, they become Jivan Muktaha. While living, they become free. They discover the freedom to be not limited. They discover that nothing can limit them. So, therefore, when they become free while living, then what to ask for freedom after Maranam, after death? After death, they become ever free. There is no Punarjanma for them. So, this is the result of this Jnanam, this knowledge. This is the knowledge revealed by Vedanta. And this is the knowledge to be gained by the jiva. That only gives them moksha, liberation. Igachet avedid patasatyamasti. Nachet iga avedid mahati vinashti. Kenopanishad says, this is the knowledge to be gained now. If it is not gained, then there will be a great loss. Mahati vinashti. The loss is not a simple loss, it's a mahati vinashti. It is a great loss. If you don't know now, then it's going to be a big loss. Okay. And how did they get Jivan Mukta? How did Jivan Mukta get this knowledge? Jivan Mukta, the one is liberated. But how did the person get this knowledge? Vedanta Vakyehi Sadguru Upadeshena cha. With the help of Vedanta Vakyas and also the Upadesha of the Guru. Vedanta Vakyehi Sadguru Upadeshena cha Yesham Brahma Buddhi Utpanna. Yes. As a result of analyzing the Vedanta Vakya, Mahavakyas, and also listening to the Upadesha of the Guru, he gets Brahma Buddhi. Here, one important thing is to be understood. Vedanta Vakyas are the Pramana, the means for knowledge. Vedanta Vakya are the means of knowledge. For what? They are not the Pramanam to establish the existence of Atma. Vedanta is not the Pramanam to establish the existence of Atma. Vedanta doesn't have any scope in that. Atma is already existent. It is self-evident. Whenever you say, I am, in every I am, Atma is evident. I am. You take I am. After that you add so many things. That is all mithya. I am so and so. I am tall. I am short. That's all your conclusions with reference to your body, with reference to your mind. But the I am, that is there. That is Atma. It is self-evident. When you say Agam Bandaha, Agam Sansari, Agam iti, what it reveals? It reveals Atma. So I am is always revealed, self-revealed. It's obvious, self-evident. Therefore, I am is there. Atma is there. So you don't need the support of Shastra, Vedanta to prove the existence of Atma. The only thing is, the problem is, you take Atma to be Anatma. The Atma is taken to be Anatma. That is the problem. You don't start with saying, I am, but you add so many things. Agam Bandaha, Agam Samsari. So that is the problem. You take Atma to be Anatma. Atma is self-evident. It is ever self-evident. It is Nitya Aparoksham. Without Agam, that even the sentence is not complete. But the problem is, Atma, the Chaitanyam is taken to be Anatma. That is the problem, and that is rectified by the teaching, by the knowledge. And knowledge removes that mistake, that error what you commit. Therefore, the knowledge doesn't reveal the existence or establishes the existence of Atma. Your conclusion that I am Sansari Atma is wrong. And correcting that conclusion in the form of a knowledge that Agam Purnaha, that is the subject matter of Vedanta, and for that it is Shastra is the Praman. Therefore, Vedanta doesn't reveal the existence of Atma. In fact, the Atma is there. That is why we are looking into Vedanta. Atma, if Atma is not there, then why should we look into Vedanta? Without you being there, how can there be the pursuit of Vedanta? You are there. Without the Pramata, the knower there is no pursuit of knowing. There will not be no Pramana Pravritti. Therefore, Vedanta is Pramana only in removing the ignorance that exists regarding the Atma, the confusion of Atma, between Atma and Anatma. Because as there is a mix-up of both Atma and Anatma in your mind, and that has to go. And for that, Vedanta is a Pramana in the form of knowledge. You don't know that the self-existent, self-evident Atma as Brahman. That is the problem. That is the ignorance, again. And to know that, we don't have any other means other than the Shastra. All the other pramanas like Pratyaksham, Anumanam, Anupalabdhi, Upamanam, all the other pramanas, they are not meant for knowing this Brahman. In fact, these are the means which the Pramata he employs to know things and objects which can be objectified. There is no way of knowing the truth of the very Pramata with all these available means of knowledge. Therefore, the Pramata he has to expose to the teaching of Vedanta Vakya to know that he is Brahman. And therefore, Shastram is the only Pramanam to know that is Aham Brahma, Atma is Brahma. And Shastra only talks about the Lakshyartha. Anything other than Shastram, it talks only about the Vachyartha. Any other discipline of knowledge you take, it talks about the Vachyartha. Whereas the Shastra is the only Pramana which talks about the Lakshyartha, the very truth, the nature of the Pramata, the knower. Even Veda Purva also, it takes into account your body, mind, sense complex and provides various sadhanas, means for fulfilling different ends like dharma, artha, kama. Only through Vedanta, what you can know the swarupam of Pramata, the very swarupam of the Pramata, the knower. Therefore, when operating this Pramanam, the Pramata doesn't have to do anything. There is no action involved when operating this Pramana. The Pramata, that means the listener, it doesn't have to become the Karta. There is no action involved in this. No action is involved in the operation of this Pramanam. In fact, that is what the Pramanam is. To see an object, Pratyaksham, what Pramata has to do? Pramata has to just open the eyes. The job of Pramata is only the opening the eyes. Only in opening the eyes. Chakshurunmilanam. Only in that, Pramata has free will. In opening the eyes, of course, the Pramata has the free will. He can open or he need not open. He can still keep his eyes closed. His free will is involved. The moment you open the eyes and the vision falls on the object to be seen, then there is no free will involved to know the object. The Pramata has no free will involved to know the object. The knowledge takes place without the free will of the Pramata. Therefore, opening your eyes only will-based. Your will is involved, but there is no will involved in gaining the knowledge. The moment the eye falls on the object, you open the eyes, you see the apple. You see the apple and the apple knowledge takes place. Only in opening the eyes and seeing the apple, you have the free will. There is no free will involved in gaining the knowledge of the apple. The moment you open the eyes, as a Pramata, you get the result of Pramanam, the seeing. I am talking and you are listening. So what you need to do is just listen to me. So only in listening your free will is involved. But in giving the knowledge conveyed by my words, your free will is not involved. Your free will is only in fixing the headphone to your ears. But the knowledge takes place automatically without any free will. That is what a Pramanam does. That is what the nature of Pramanam. Therefore, Pramanam doesn't need your free will. The Pramata enjoys the privilege of sight, hearing, smell and all these things, but in giving knowledge, no free will is involved. And your free will, in fact, it is suspended when you expose yourself to the Pramanam. And that is what the Pramanam does. And Vedanta being a Pramanam, what the Pramata has to do, he has to expose to the teaching of the Vedanta. Only that much. And what does Vedanta do? Vedanta knocks off the ignorance regarding Atma. Ajnanam is there. Ajnanam is a thought, it's a vritti. And ajnana vritti is knocked off by this jnana vritti. Jnana vritti is ajnanam. It knocks off the notions that agam karta, agam bhokta, agam pramata, all these, the mix up between anatma and atma is knocked off, and it is revealed that agam as Brahman. So agam, which is mixed up with anatma notionally, is now understood as Shuddha Chaitanya. That is what the Vedanta Vakyas do. That is what the knowledge of gained by the Vedanta Vakyas do. You can ask, how is it possible that knowledge removes ignorance? You may ask this question. The ignorance of an object means, generally, what does this mean, ignorance of an object? Ignorance of an object means no knowledge of the object. I don't have the knowledge of that object. That's why the ignorance is there. So, the knowledge of an object is nothing but what the object is. Knowledge of an object is nothing but what the object is. An object is nothing but the knowledge of it in your mind. When you say an object, it is nothing but the knowledge of it, of the object in your mind. Therefore, the knowledge of an object is as true as the nature of the object. The knowledge and the object of knowledge, they are inseparable. The object which exists externally in the form of, which exists externally, that exists in the form of knowledge in your mind. Therefore, the knowledge of an object is as true as to the nature of the object. For example, the apple and the knowledge of apple, they are inseparable. The knowledge of apple is as true as to the nature of the object. Atma is Shuddha Chaitanya. And when you expose yourself to the Pramanam, what happens? The knowledge takes place. And the knowledge happens to be as true as the nature, the Swarupam of the object. And here the object of knowledge is Atma, which is you. And this knowledge, in the form of thoughts, vritti jnanam, it takes place in your buddhi by the Vedanta Vakyas. And this Vedanta Vakyas gives you knowledge by removing the ajnana vritti. The subject matter of Vedanta being both you, and therefore the knowledge being as true as to the object of the inquiry, therefore the knowledge of yourself removes the ajnana and you become a jivan mukta. If that is so, then why can't I study Vedanta Vakya by myself? Why should I go to a teacher? Why should I do all the Shishrusha and gain this knowledge? Why Krishna says in Gita also, Tattvabodha Pranipatena Pariprashnena Sevya and all these things. Why can't I study Vedanta by myself? Why should I need the support of another person? Author says here, Sadguru Upadeshena Cha. The author mentions. Therefore, why should I need a teacher? Sadguru is the one who teaches the Sad Vastu. That is why he is called Sadguru. Because he teaches Sat Vastu, he is called Sadguru. The one who teaches mathematics is a maths teacher. The one who teaches science is a science teacher. The one who teaches music is a music teacher. Similarly, the one who teaches Sat Vastu, which is a subject matter of Vedanta, is called a Sadguru. The Sadguru is one who is Shrotriya and Brahmanishta. He has listened to the words of the Shastram from his Guru, Shrotriya, and he has Nishta in the knowledge of the Vedanta Vakya. He is called a Sadguru. A Sadguru is one who doesn't tamper with the Vedanta Vakyas. He comes to the tradition and therefore receives knowledge as the tradition unfolds from the Guru, And here is the nishtha, the commitment in that Brahman, the knowledge revealed by the Vedanta. And the person is called a Sadguru. Here there are two things mentioned, two things in Tritiya Vibhakti. Vedanta Vakyehi Sadguru Upadeshena Cha. Sadguru Upadishtaihi Vakyehi. By the sentences which are employed by the teacher. Vedanta Vakyas, they are not something which can independently you can inquire into. Unless you are someone who has the ability to understand and employ the sentences of Vedanta properly, you cannot understand it. So, therefore, to understand the words of the Vedanta, you must need a teacher. Because Vedanta Vakyas are like that. To understand the words of Vedanta, each word of the sentence in Vedanta, Vakya, you must have the vision of the whole. You have to know the whole to understand the words of the Vedanta. To understand the whole, you must know each word of the sentence. So one has to have the vision of the whole, one has to have the knowledge of the whole to understand the words of a given sentence. Unless you know the whole, you cannot understand the parts of the sentence. As a part being the part of the whole, you cannot understand. Unless you cover part by part, you cannot understand the whole. Unless you understand the whole, you can't understand the parts. And therefore, now you are in a problem. Because there is a anyonya ashraya is there. So, you are fixed, you are caught in a problem. You can overcome this problem only by exposing to a person who is supposed to have known the whole, who is supposed to have studied under a traditional teacher, Vedika Sampradaya Guru. So that person can only handle the words of the teaching, words of the Vedanta, and therefore you need a person, Sadguru. Therefore the author says, Sadguru Upadeshena Cha. He can very well say Vedanta Vakyehi, he doesn't say. He adds that particular word. Every word has got meaning. No author in our tradition just will put some words, only just to fill up the meter or the gap. No. And how does this Sadguru know now? How does that person know? He got it from his Guru. He got the knowledge of Sadvastu from his Guru. And how did that person come to know? He got it from his Guru. How did that person come to know? He got it from his Guru. So therefore it goes on and on. It's a lineage. So parampara is there. And parampara is called Arsha Parampara. It came from the Rishi. From the Rishis, the knowledge go down to my Guru, up to the level of my Guru. So you cannot ask, how did the Rishis know? Who taught Rishis? You don't ask such questions. Because the Rishis, they learned from the Lord himself. That's it. And it is fine because as a pramanam it works well. It works very well. Therefore we don't question further. And you have to see for yourself whether it works for you. That's all. So we can trace a tradition only up to the Rishis. And we should not inquire into the roots of the Rishis. Who taught the Rishis? That question we cannot ask. Rishi Moolam na vicharayet. We should not inquire into the Rishi Moolam and Nadi Moolam. We say Rishi Moolam, Nadi Moolam, Parkapudade. Nadi means river. Don't try to find out the source of the river. Up to a point you can go and trace. Beyond that, you will not be able to find it. You can only have to go to Gomukh to know the source of Ganga. Beyond that, you cannot go. Therefore, the moolam, the root of this knowledge is Ishvara, Bhagavan only, Narayana. That we cannot inquire into it. Narayanam Patmabhuvam Vasishtam Shaktim Tatputra Parasharancha Yapam Shutam Gaudapadam Mahantam Govinda Yogindra Mathasya Shishyam Sri Shankaracharya Mathasya Patmapadancha Stamalatancha Shishyam Tantotakam Vartikaramanyan Asmad Gurun Santatam Anatosmi. So, my teacher also becomes a part of the whole thing, the whole parampara. Therefore, Sadguru Upadeshena Cha. Therefore, Sadguru is important. Okay, then after this, the author is going to explain Jivan Mukti. We saw how what happens to the person after receiving the knowledge. The person become a Jivan Mukta. And what is Jivan Mukti? The student is going to ask, what is Jivan Mukti? And the teacher is going to explain in detail. I will read the sentence. You can repeat after me. You will look into the meaning in the next class. Nano Jivan Muktaha Kaha Yata Dehoham Purushoham Brahmanoham
यथा देहोऽहं पुरुषोऽहं ब्राह्मणोऽहं
Shudroham Akamasmi iti Dridhanishchayastaya Nischayah Tatha
शूद्रोऽहम् अस्मि दृढनिश्चयः तथा
Naham Brahmanaha Na Shudraha Na Purushaha
नाहं ब्राह्मणः न शूद्रोः न पुरुषः.
It is na, not naha. Naha means becomes
न पुरुषः
means negating. Okay. Kintu asangaha satchidananda swarupaha prakasha rupaha sarvantaryami.
सच्चिदानन्दस्वरूपः प्रकाशरूपः सर्वान्तर्यामी
Chidakasha rupaha asmi iti
चिदाकाशरूपः अस्मीति
Dridhanishchaya rupa aparoksha jnanavan jivan muktaha.
दृढनिश्चयरूप अपरोक्षज्ञानवान् जीवन्मुक्तः.
Jivan muktaha. This is the definition of jivan muktaha. Yata dehoham purushogam brahmanogam shudrogam agamasmi iti dridhanishchayaha tata na agam brahmanaha na shudraha na purushaha kintu asangaha satchidananda swarupaha prakasha rupaha sarvantaryami chidakasha rupaha asmi iti dridhanishchayaha rupa aparoksha jnanavan jivan muktaha. Aparoksha jnanavan. Atma is aparoksha. The one who has got the knowledge of Atma being aparoksha, that is myself, that Brahman is myself, is a jivan muktaha. The one who has the clear knowledge, the clear direct knowledge, aparoksha jnanam. What aparoksha jnanam? I am not a Brahmana, I am not a Shudra, I am not a Purusha, a male, just like the clear knowledge. I am the body, I am the male, I am Brahmana, I am Shudra, all these are there. In the same way, the person should know, I am not the Brahmana, I am not that. Knowledge should be as clear as this knowledge. As Ajnanam was so Drida in him, so the Jnanam also Drida. The Jnanam replaces Ajnanam. And what is the Jnanam? Jnana Vritti, I am Satchidananda Swarupa, I am of the nature of Satchidananda, and not affected like the space. I am Chidakasha Rupaha, Prakasha Rupaha. Prakasha Rupa is, it is in the form of the consciousness, it's a shining aspect. I am Sarvantaryami. I am the indweller of all the beings. Tattvabodha agameva asti chaitanya rupena iti dridhanishchayaha rupa aparoksha jnanavan. That aparoksha jnanam is the clear, direct knowledge. The one who has this direct knowledge is a jivan muktaha. He becomes the person liberated while living. That is the topic of discussion. We will take up this for our discussion in the next class. So we will stop here. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanta Shanta Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.
धन्यवाद जी.
Thank you.